Hello again, everyone. This is Tim back here at the bus. I didn't record everything I've done the last few weeks just because I didn't want to bore you, and so I figured I'd make this kind of wrap-up video for February of the stuff that my girlfriend and I have gotten done. Mostly today, but not all of it. A lot of it was done earlier this week. As you can see out there, that's all the floorboards from the previous week by that burn barrel that we finally got taken out of here. And I took out the metal covering up this tube here. That has stuff that is for the heater, but I consulted the guy who I bought the bus from, who's also a mechanic, and he said that as long as I clip the wiring, put a cap on that, and then I can clip the tubing, drain any liquid that might be in it from the heater, and then put an elbow tube piece and use some clamps to hold it in place, and then pretty much at the end of that seat there, and then that'll take care of the heater that I don't need. And then today we pretty much swept and took up nails. And so as you can see, the gray parts aren't dust, or the brown parts, that's not rust, or dust. It's not dust, it's rust. And so it's really not bad. A lot of it, like I said in a previous video, is surface stuff. So I plan on getting my angle grinder out here and taking care of that, and then just sealing the holes, and then putting up a vapor barrier, which is probably just going to be a plastic sheet that's sealed around the edges with some sort of material, adhesive, and then taking the wall panels out so I can build more into those and put more insulation there. I decided not to really do insulation on the floor, just to seal, to take off the rust, seal the floor, and then put the vapor barrier down and put new plywood, and then put my actual flooring material on top of that. Just because cost wise it's not that much money that I'm going to save from putting down insulation, and it's going to take up headroom that I need as well. And so yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. So probably next time I do a video, I'll be getting this bus moved to a new location, hopefully. And then there I'll have access to power, so I'll be able to do all that stuff more easily and hopefully faster. And my hope is by the end of this school semester, which is April, to have this bus where I have it at least from the back to those wheel wells done, which will be my bedroom and my bathroom. Because my bedroom, I plan on going from the back wall there till about 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Till about there. You know, each of these boards is a little less than a foot, and so that'll give me 7 to 8 feet of room, which is probably more than enough I need for me, since I'm only 6 foot tall. And then enough room for toilet, composting toilet probably, sink, which will be built above that, since the sink is going to go up to below that window. Plenty of room underneath, covers up that wheel well. And then again, shower from the end of that wheel well to over here. So I mean, it'll be a nice standing shower. I mean, I don't be able to stand real like straight, but I mean, this is all just in my head. But yeah, if I can just get that section done, I can count this as the small section done for the wheel wells. I can count it as a camper, and that'll take care of licensing and insurance stuff. Anyway, my girlfriend's waiting inside for me, so hopefully I plan on doing another video going into more detail that's just me sitting and talking about my plans for the bus and answering some questions and whatnot. And I also plan on doing for my speech class a speech about the difficulties of buying a bus, since that's kind of where I was at, and can speak on that more. And so that'll also be posted to my YouTube channel, since we have to record it mandatorily for the class. I might as well use it for something. So this is Tim signing off. Took my respirator off. I'm gonna have to unplug everything. Take my extension cord and get it taken care of. So, here's the rest I got off. And just as a comparison, an area that I didn't do yet And so that area that I didn't do yet was very, very close to this area. So what I did, what I didn't. And that was very close to what that was. And so the angle grinder works pretty well. I have some other grinding pads that will hopefully allow me to get more of it off. But a lot of dust has been thrown. I mean, I was just working in this section and all this brown stuff here, that's dust. It's not any rust. And actually I got quite a lot of rust off around here. Some of the more heavier areas of rust are going to take a lot more work. But I went and bought all my tools, and by the time I got ready it was 4 o'clock. And so more on that in a different video. I still plan on doing a video that is more like a Q&A. I'm using my better camera so you can hopefully see more of what I'm doing. And so my plan is to eventually move all my stuff to the portion I get done and then work up here. I wasn't able to buy a saw blade for my angle grinder today. It's weird because it says, it recommends actually, it doesn't state a complete no, but it recommends not to use the angle grinder over there as a saw, but I've seen people do it. I just need to buy a blade for it that works, because they sell them, I'm guessing, otherwise people wouldn't have been able to do it and stuff. But yeah, cut myself before putting gloves on when I was trying to take this stuff off. I thought with my super duper powered drill I have here that I got from my dad that I would be able to get quite a bit more stuff unscrewed and taken off. Had to get a new face mask because I broke that. And so I thought this awesome Porter cable drill would be able to get those screws off, but it did some. I mean, it got all of these out, it got some of those out, so it did get a lot of screws off, but not a lot. And there I used some clippers I had to cut it. I can cut that without a saw, but the problem is I can't get the bolts up, and so I'm going to have to use some sort of saw for that. And then there's these things I need to take out, but those bolts are really rusted, and so I'm going to need either a really strong guy and a really good power tool, or I'm going to need to get myself a saw and then just cut off either the heads or the bottom of the bolts that are holding these on, because I need to take these off. And then I can, now that I have a extension cord to where I need my power to come from, I can cut some more of this off, because I want the new plywood and my house to basically go up to here, you know, so like it's pretty clear cut, like vehicle section, house section. And so yeah, I plan on getting some stuff to help loosen up the rust, take it off, and I also plan on getting myself a bucket tomorrow and taking out the heater, so I'll make a separate video on that. And this first part of this video I'll speed up because that's me grinding everything away, and then I'll pretty much put out my video last week that I had, and then which just kind of showed me just kind of working on. It didn't really show anything. It was just me explaining working on this, so I might not put that out. I might just put this one out. But I'll put this video out for sure here tonight probably, and then grab a bucket tomorrow, take out the heater, probably grind some more rust, see what I can all get off without any special chemicals, and stuff. I mean, I covered a pretty good distance from here all the way to the back. So, I mean, I only have like 10 feet left. And granted, I didn't start that till 4, and I ended about 4:40. So, I mean, it only took me 40 minutes to do a fairly light dusting of everything, grinding wise. I mean, the loose stuff came off. Like, this looks a whole lot nicer. Crap. Yeah. Dropping my phone. But, this looks a whole lot nicer than it did. Because now it's like all, if I can get my phone back. So it's all nice and smooth almost. And it's just a lot cleaner than over here. Like, if I compare it to, let's see, what did I not get? On the other side of this, see, this is all loose stuff. This is stuff I didn't get off. So this is what it did look like. And then this is what I was able to get scraped off and how that looks. So yeah. Like they said, you don't want all the rest to come off because it's the only thing holding the bus together. But no, seriously, I plan on getting a lot more done this week since it's spring break. And then I'll hopefully, my plan is to have this livable by April, which gives me only a month and a half more to work on it. I mean, once I can get as much rust as possible off, seal the holes and few gaps that I have, because I mean, the gaps around these wheel wells are the main thing letting in the most air. And so once I seal those off, seal these tiny little holes, and then get the wall stuff taken off, I can put up studs, put in insulation in the walls, put down fresh plywood, and by the time that's done, it's really livable. Besides all the fun extra electrical work. But I mean, one step at a time. And so I'm really making good progress on this today, and I hope to continue to make good progress on it. But signing out. No, but my battery died for my other camera, so I'm using my phone camera, and you can see how red I am from my masks and stuff. But I mean, they work great. Nothing got in. I was able to get grinding done. So this is me signing off. Hey everyone, it's me. I'm back again at the bus, using my phone again because my other camera is being used by my sister. So this morning I came out here about 9:30, got all my wire for my extension cord, ran out here again, and did some more angle grinding like I did yesterday. I still need to pick up a blade for it so I can get all this walling cut out. But for now I just use my brush, and I got up quite a bit. I mean, where those holes are used to be bright orange rust, and where the dark gray or dark brown rust is now used to be bright orange. And so the way rust works is that, it goes by layers, and so once you get down to the browner stuff, that means you're getting down to the bare bones of it. And so I pretty much got I'd probably say 80% of it off, because right here was where it was just plain orange, and now you can actually see spots of metal through it. And so I need to touch up on the back here with another angle grinding pad, and my plan is to hopefully get close to all the rust off today, and then tomorrow take a break, or not maybe take a break, probably only work on it in the morning, and then have to work on other stuff in the afternoon, and I have work later tonight, so all this is probably going to be irrelevant by the time I post this video, but just in case, I'm saying it. Also, you guys are probably wondering and or concerned about ventilation, and so I have these two windows open. They're my two good windows that I know open and shut real well. I mean, they all do, but I like using these ones because they're exactly the middle of the bus. And then I have that back door open. And then when it got really dusty in here, I also opened up the main door. And of course I was wearing ear protection and my new respirator and some safety goggles that I have over there. But yeah. And then this is the angle grinder I was using and the brush, and so it seems to be working pretty well. Don't want to damage that because that cost me $40. So yeah, pretty much just a task today of trying to get up close to 100% of the rust as possible, and then hopefully once I get paid Thursday, I can grab a blade. I was surprised that the metal cutting blades for angle grinder are only like 10 to 15 bucks, which I mean is expensive, but not as expensive as it could be, considering how the angle grinders themselves run in the 50s. I got mine for less because of a discount and a coupon, but that's besides the point. So yeah, I'll come back here after lunch and get back to work, so see you later. Hey, so this is my return video. So I went, had lunch, came back, and used some more angle grinder pads. I mean, they were some thin ones. So I can show you here, I guess, real quick. I gotta get going to work, but they were these cut-off wheels. I think they're mostly for cutting thin metals, but I've also seen people grinding with them, and so that's what I've been using. I went through 2 today, so I don't know if I'll continue with that or not. The brush seemed to get a lot more off, like in a wide area and stuff, but if you want to look here, it's kind of hard to see with the dust, but I mean, all that used to be pure brown rust, and now it's just like specks of rust and stuff, and then this whole area, a lot of dirt, but this whole area is actually pretty good, and so I'm thinking about buying this chemical that pretty much does, like, turns the rust into like something else, so it stops eating away at the metal and stuff, and sort of like stabilizes it, because as you can see, I just kind of have that thin patch along the side, that small patch over there, and then the patch here right in front of me. And so I can put some of that stuff on. I won't have to use the angle grinder on everything. But until I get paid Thursday, I won't be able to buy any more stuff. And so I need to buy the chemicals for that, an actual diamond tip blade to cut the metal, and then I bought everything over here that I need to disconnect that heater. So that'll be my Wednesday morning project, which I'll be able to do, because I don't know if you guys can really tell, but it's raining right now, and I know that doesn't sound like good news, but good news is there's no water coming in through any of the windows that I can see, and there's nothing coming in from the roof or around the hatches or lights or anything, and so I'm really happy about that. But like I said, I gotta take off soon and go to work and do some stuff with my taxes, so I'll try to post more videos for this month and the coming months, but it all depends on how long my girlfriend lets me keep it out here, how much work I get done. because right now this is kind of like a, the situation that works best for me, and so hopefully it doesn't go away and get worse. So this is Tim signing off.